Good morning, good morning. Hi guys, welcome back to Tilly's Lovelies. My name is Chantil and I'm a rural gardener here in Michigan's Zone 6. And today we are going to be putting out our onions. And if you're new here to the channel, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And if you're returning to the channel, thank you so much for coming back and supporting our channel. Let's get started. This year, we're going to plant the onions in bed number 3. Last year, we had them in bed number 2, so we're going to rotate them this year over to bed number 3. I'm going to amend the soil with bone meal for a little bit of nitrogen and phosphorus for bulb growth. Here are our onions here in the greenhouse, so we're going to be planting them out. Now I'm planting in a 4x4 bed, which gives me about 16 square feet of space to plant my onions. And I typically normally get 6 onions per square foot. So that's about 96 onions. And so what we have this year is we have the Walla Walla, we have the yellow sweet Spanish onions, we're going to have some white Talon onions and some red carpet onions. And if we have enough time, I'm going to try to get these leeks planted today as well. And the rest of the broccoli. So I like to trim my onions back to about 4 inches before I plant them out. I've went ahead and I've done the very first one. You can see that compared to the rest of them. And I do this because I feel like it just gives the onion a chance to really focus on rooting after transplanting and getting established in the new bed before it really has to focus on leaf growth and things like that. And then so if you look at some of the onions are a little scraggly, and I always get this every year. So I'll pick through and decide what it is I'm going to plant and which ones I'm not in that 4x4 bed. The ones that I don't plant in that 4x4 bed, those will just get tucked in other places within the garden. So here is the first tray of onions all tidied up. I've trimmed them down to about 4 inches, not in exact science, but roundabout. And then I also like to go through and I cut off a lot of the dead foliage or dying foliage. That way the onion isn't going into the bed carrying any type of dead weight. I do always try to level out my soil before I do any type of plantings in the garden. Absolutely not necessary, but I like to do it. Here, you'll see me using the square foot garden spacer to plant the onions. I like to use this all the time because it helps me to divide my garden beds into a grid of 1 foot squares. It also helps to cut down on any type of wasted space, getting me the most vegetables in the small space that I have for harvest. I then go through the garden bed and all of the holes that I've made with the spacer, I go back through with my dibbler and make the holes a little bit large enough for the onion plugs to sit right into the garden bed. Here's what the bed looks like, guys, all planted out, and I am so super excited that it is all done. Onions are definitely my favorite vegetable to plant every year, and watching them grow. And hopefully somewhere within all of these onions here is our 1 pound onion, and we'll be keeping watching, keeping you updated. We're going to go ahead and end the video here, and we will see you soon for our May garden tour, where I'll be showing you everything that's going on new in Tilly's Lovely's garden. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And as always, keep your hands dirty and your plants happy. And we'll see you next time, guys. Bye.